Hi everyone and welcome back to the Upside Down. I am so excited today because I'm going to be starting off a movie review series leading up to a huge epic blockbuster. So we got Godzilla 2014, that's what I'm going to be reviewing today for you guys. Next week we're going to have Kong Skull Island. Then the week after that we're going to have Godzilla, King of Monsters. And what are those three movies in the Monsterverse leading up to? What's the big epic blockbuster? You guessed it, Mortal Kombat. No, you know what I mean. It is definitely Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah, we're in the home stretch now. I cannot wait. I am so excited. So excited. This movie's been out 7 years, so there is going to be spoilers throughout this review. I'm probably going to mention some spoilers, so just be forewarned. And that's the same for the other Monsterverse movies that I do, except probably for Godzilla vs. Kong. I probably will leave spoilers, out of that one, but I might do a spoiler review separately. We'll see. But yes, there's spoilers for Godzilla 2014 in this review. The world is beset by the appearance of monstrous creatures, but one of them may be the only one who can save humanity. Godzilla 2014 was directed by Gareth. It was written by Dave Callaham and Max Borenstein. It stars Aaron Taylor Johnson, Elizabeth Olsen, Bryan Cranston, Ken Watanabe, and Sally Hawkins. But before we get to that epic review of Godzilla 2014, I have to tell you guys about a weekly show that I'm a part of. Lost in the Reel, Shawn and I have started a weekly show about the news in the world of movies and television. We also react to trailers. There may even be some hot takes. You definitely don't want to miss out on that show. I will have links to the first episode down in the description below. Our second episode is coming up this Saturday. We do these weekly and I really hope that you guys can check it out. There will also be a link to Shawn's channel down below. So make sure you check him out because this show, it premieres on his channel. And not only that, but get lost in the reel. Shawn now has merch. I've gotten lost in the reel already. Have you? I will leave links to not only his merch but also his channel down in the description below, so make sure you guys check that out as well. Another exciting announcement is this Sunday, March 7th. I, along with Cody Brockup from the Brockup side, will be a guest on Rob and Jim Over-analyse Movies. But this week, we're not overanalyzing any movies. We're overanalyzing the Disney Plus MCU hit, WANDAVISION, which you know has been huge with me if you've been keeping up with my deep dives throughout the weeks. So check out my deep dives. I've done one on each episode. And then come and watch this live show this Sunday, March 7th. We will be overanalyzing WANDAVISION. I hope you guys can make it. Now let's actually get to the review, because much like the Godzilla 2014 movie, this has barely focused on Godzilla so far. Okay, so I saw this movie in theaters and I have not seen it since until this morning, and I was definitely excited to check these movies out leading up to Godzilla vs. Kong, because I am super excited for that epic showdown. I cannot wait to watch that. Remember, it's coming on HBO Max and in theaters March 31st, so I really hope you guys are as excited as I am. Drop a like down there if you're excited for Godzilla vs. Kong. If you like this review of Godzilla 2014, if you're looking forward to my Kong Skull Island review and my Godzilla King of Monsters review, drop a like, drop a comment, let me know what you think of the Monsterverse so far, and if you're excited for Godzilla vs. Kong. So, like I said, I haven't watched this since theaters. I was definitely excited to check it out again, and I'm glad that I did, because I think that even though I did like it in theaters, actually, I know there's a lot of things to complain about in any movie, really. Not a lot of things, but this movie, I know, had some flaws in audience members. Some of them didn't, really react well to this movie, but I did. I liked it fine when I saw it in theaters. I will say that my jaw dropped when we first hear his epic roar and see him on screen and see him, shooting out the blue stuff. I was so excited to see Godzilla, the actual character, again, and it was really epic to hear him scream. It was even more epic in theaters because with the large, loud surround sound, you got to hear that roar from all around you. It was very, very good, very, very well done. I liked this movie even more this time around. I actually really dug it. I think that I actually liked the characters, the human characters even in this one. One of the big complaints was that Bryan Cranston, he was barely in it. Now, I don't really remember the advertisements, if they were advertising Bryan Cranston stars, you know, or if they were really showing Bryan Cranston, which, I mean, would have been smart of them to do with the success, of course, of Breaking Bad. But I thought he was in it fine enough, and it was important almost, you know. What would he have done, you know, what would he have done afterwards if he didn't die in that scene, you know? It was kind of important to Aaron Taylor Johnson's character, and it was mirroring, you know, his childhood when his mom died. Now he's lost his father, and he doesn't want to lose his wife, played by Elizabeth Olsen, and his kid, and they don't want to lose each other because there's been loss in their pasts. So I thought it was really important, and I thought Bryan Cranston had enough screen time where it was definitely effective. I really liked his character so far, you know, and he had some good acting scenes, but I thought it was necessary for him to, you know, bite the bullet, to be honest. But I liked the performances, I really did. It was kind of odd that Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen, you know, they play a married couple when they played brother and sister in the MCU. Yes, of course, I wish we saw more Godzilla, but at the same time, I liked kind of that it built it up. It built up the suspense and built up our excitement until the end, more closer to the end at least. We saw like glimpses and pieces of him in footage in the opening scene, which actually looked like it would be real footage from the time, which was really cool. I thought the cinematography here was really good. I enjoyed this film. I thought it looked well. I thought it was shot well, directed well, written pretty well. Yes, I know the Monsterverse movies have trouble, like, they focus too much on the human characters. But like I said, I kind of liked the build-up to seeing Godzilla. I don't know if my jaw would have dropped if we had seen him the whole movie before that final battle. It was epic. I loved the fights. I loved when he hit that thing with his tail against the building. I liked when he breathed the fire right down the monster's throat. There was some suspenseful scenes where I was like, oh, is Aaron Taylor Johnson going to die? And I didn't really remember it from the theaters. I didn't remember if him or Elizabeth Olsen, if they survive. I just knew they weren't in the rest of the movies. So I kind of hope that they make a comeback. And I can't remember. Maybe it's explained in another movie that they died since then. I don't know the time, you know, period. I'm not that versed in the Monsterverse. But I wouldn't mind seeing them again. I really like them, and I, of course, want Aaron Taylor Johnson back in the MCU as well, but that's another story. But they all survive, and there's a very happy, cute family moment. I thought this was a cute couple, and, you know, they had a good relationship with their son. I liked it. I liked these human characters. I loved Godzilla. I think the effects on him were just so greatly done, and they took a while. You can tell that they cared about how he looked and how these monsters looked. It was just so epic seeing him go through the city. I do say at the same time, wish we had more, but at the same time, like I said, it's just built up so much suspense, and it made it all that more epic at the end. So this is kind of a quick review, but I mean, not that quick of a video, but I also spent most of it not focusing on Godzilla. But, you know, you want to stay true to the movie. So, anyway, I enjoyed it. I am very excited to check out the rest of them, for the most part, the rest of the Monsterverse movies, and I'm just super excited to see Godzilla vs. Kong. And if you're looking for a ranking of these, I'm going to rank the ones so far that we have at this point in my Godzilla King of Monsters review, and then I'm going to rank them all again, including Godzilla vs. Kong, at the end of the Godzilla vs. Kong review. And I probably am going to wait. I'm going to rate all of them until... So my Godzilla King of Monsters review, I'll rate these three. And then in my Godzilla vs. Kong review, of course, I will rate that one. And then rank them, all four of them. So I'm excited. I hope you guys liked this review. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. All of that jazz, because you definitely don't want to miss this Monsterverse content leading up to an epic showdown. Godzilla vs. Kong. Only one will win. We are also going to be talking about Godzilla vs. Kong news on this coming weekly show that I have that's going to be on Shawn's Lost in the Reel channel. So make sure you check out Lost in the Reel. That's where my weekly show is going to be on with him. We are co-hosts together. We have a lot of fun doing it. We might have some hot takes, like I said, but we are definitely discussing some Godzilla vs. Kong content this week. So look forward to that. Look forward to more reviews from me. Of course, WandaVision Episode 9, the big finale, comes out this Friday. Make sure you're checking out for my deep dive and other WandaVision content that may come after. Jim and Rob Over-analyse Movies. Check out their channel. It's below. I will be on their live show this Sunday, March 7th. So make sure you're checking that out. If you liked what you've seen here and you want to see more, click around here to see more. Hit my subscribe button, please, wherever it is. I don't know if it's there. It might be there, it might be there, it might be there. It's any of these 4 places. Please check all that out. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, and come to the Upside Down.